And that's the big kicker tonight. You know, ticker and kicker, honestly, you know, they mean the same exact thing in my world. So,
All right, we have Premier on the defense side, and Dirty Phung and the boys will be attacking. And it looks like they are hovering around. We got A here. So this is map Haven. There are 3 points. This map, it's defense heavy, I feel, or yeah, I don't know. This is such a tricky map. Sometimes you split, sometimes you 5-man a point. I feel like 5-manning a point, especially in pistol round, is just so dominant, and you can kind of get in and rush really quickly. But it looks like they're not going to commit. One of their players did fall fairly early, so they're going to pull back, rotate around, and maybe try another point. There are now 3 people at A, so rotating is definitely the better option here.
definitely, especially when you push in so hard with 5 people. Moving in real quick. They got the pick. The defense got the pick, but you know what? That doesn't really mean a lot on this map because there's a lot of opportunity to rotate, a lot of ways to get around, and they're kind of trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do. They're going to send out the cam there and check on C site there. Ooh.
Oh, they rotate back to A, lose another person. And now it looks like the rest of the team of Premier's rotating back on over. And this may be probably the slowest assault in pistol round I've seen so far.
Getting some picks there.
All right, now it's a 2v1 situation in favor of Phung and the boys. And just like that, it turned around. They lost 2 people at the start, and all it takes is a couple good picks, and you can flip this around.
Definitely.
And it looks like they actually gave him the old razzle-dazzle and moved back to C for him to plant with plenty enough time. The rotation coming over from Sage to help his buddy out.
That was a really quick rotation. Went from a big push to A, got their picks, and immediately turned tail, hit C, and now they've got plant down. So that's an extra $300 for Phung and the boys. Dirty Phung and the boys.
Absolutely. And we'll see who wins this exchange, and it will be Cypher. So Phung and the boys winning first match.
First match on the stream of the night, basically. We're going to have a long night of some real fun Valorant. I'm really excited about that.
Absolutely. All right, so stage 2. We'll see if anybody purchased anything. And we got a couple weapons out here, actually. So we got a Deagle, and it looks like a couple Spectres in there. All right, so some pretty good purchases. It looks like it's going to be another save round for Premier. So Phung just said, "Hey, buy up. Let's move in." Feeling pretty confident.
Ooh.
Oh no! Unfortunately, Jet taken out right off the rip by the Omen, but back to a 3v3 situation just like that. Super quick exchanges here.
That's one fun thing about this game is that it could be just like last time. You're 2 down, and then all of a sudden you're in the same position. Lots of picks, real quick, nice and snappy. And there's a quick rotation over to A.
Yeah, and I don't think they see it coming yet. You still have Sova over at A, Brimstone at B, but Breach will be able to tell his teammates what's going on here, and you'll expect to see a very quick rotation from the rest of them. Unable to get any picks. Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. Almost 2 picks, actually. 2 picks on the side of Breach here, holding it down for his team. Down to a 1v1 situation here. Sage's going to have to pick up that spike. All right, knowing the location, able to safely plant at A. Sova making that rotation. Let's see where Sage decides to sit down and watch the plant.
It was definitely a good move by the Sova there. He got pinged by the little trap there. The Sage knew exactly where it was coming from, but he turned tail, came back around the opposite way. He's going to do the fake for the spike. Let's see what happens here. Sage moving in, watching the spike. He's still got time. Slowly, here they come. Who's going to make this? And there it is.
All right, now clutch shot. Henreal making that last play there, playing it smoothly. It's really tough being in a 1v1 situation. You're so out in the open where you plant the spike that you're wondering, are they long? Are they short? Are they on the other side of this box? And you just really have to utilize that time as much as you can.
Right.
I know there were some big purchases, not too big, but some money was spent by Phung and the boys, so some of them are going to probably have to, they won't be able to get the options this round. No ops yet, nothing too crazy. It is only the third round. But I think they're going to be just fine in the next one here. They didn't buy out too crazy.
Definitely going for the slow push and garage side. Hopefully going to get a pick here. Maui Snake is real close.
Oh,
but
no.
he's taken out from the back.
So it seems like that Omen cover actually really worked in the favor of Phung and the boys. They just huddled up inside of it and peeked out slowly. You can't always think that you're safe when you see a cloud or smoke anything down, unless, of course, it's ciphers where it slows you.
Right.
But you really can't look away from those because people will just walk right through and surprise you.
Right. That was a pick by Jack. Real quick onto Phung there. He's slowed.
All right, so 4v4. Gonna make a slight rotation over to garage. And this is typically the play that I like to see here. I mean, once you bust open garage, you kind of have your way with watching between B and C, which gives you a little bit more control.
Definitely. Mid-control in this map is huge, especially with those two windows there. Lots of vision, lots of angles to watch, and get some sweet picks in just like that. Ooh, through the smoke, too.
All right, we got a 3v2 situation. Phung and the boys have planted at C, watching the corners here. And I like that you see two of them, long C, watching, from their backside, and then one watching C spawn. My concern is when somebody comes through where the sage is coming at, and no one is able to watch that.
Yeah, and definitely we saw what happens when you don't watch that.
And you hate to see it. Oh, but he was able to pull that off, but you hate to see it being in the middle of using an ability and getting your head cleaned off. Just, it's unfortunate. He was going in for that blind, which was the correct move, and but unfortunately, he got spotted out first.
I feel like that's kind of the kicker with Breach. Pulling his abilities out are just a little slow, and you got to really be able to pull that out and think about it before it actually happens, just because it's so slow and this game is so fast-paced when it gets into those really quick 1v1 situations. And just like you saw, he was able to get the headshot off onto that Breach during the flash there.
Absolutely. So it looks like Phung and the boys are going to do a save round here. Nothing purchased yet, just going in. Pistols blazing. Gonna play it nice and slow. Still favoring A side heavy.
Definitely. I feel like there's always, if you can get that pick on A, oh my gosh, Deimos takes out Phung, and Glon is able to take out Deimos instead. But Henry's gonna come back and revive Phung. They gotta they gotta save that money,
Absolutely. So the breach ultimate came out, but there was a wall up from Jack here, pretty much saving that site. If that wall wasn't there, they would have been able to bust through quite quickly. But now you have everyone from Premier on the backside of A really watching this cautiously. Phung and the boys might go for a slow rotate back and rethink their options here.
Definitely. There was a quick A-long peek there. They probably were able to see the rotation. Jack here. Over to garage, it looks like. And this is a team push here. Perfect flash right through doors, blocking some sight in the window, missing his little thing there, but is taken out by Style. Wow. What a shot.
Down to 20 health. Is he able to take down one? Nope. We have a 3v4 situation here in favor of Phung. Hellfire does come out from the Brimstone, almost taking out the E-Juke.
Wow. That,
fantastic play.
Definitely. The breach. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
there
and
it is.
he retaliates with one of his own, also clapping two of them. This is now a 3v2 situation.
Wow.
2v2. Down to a 1v1.
with 61 health, and there it is. Glon taking out Maui Snake for that win. Woo! Trying to pick up something. Yeah, he definitely got his Spectre there.
Great play from Phung and the boys, really turning that around in an econ round even.
Yeah.
I mean, they won that with just pistols to start. They did expend a couple ultimates, but well worth it.
Definitely worth it. I loved seeing that Breach and Brimstone abilities like coalesce together and just take out a couple of people. That was really beautiful. All right, starting on to the next one.
All right, an immediate pick from Thailand,
Wow.
peeking those windows.
Ooh.
All right, so that's 2 picks for the side of the Phung and the boys, and they will hard push A. Jack is there with us with slows, but it's taken out very quickly. So slow rotation. Now this is a 2v5 situation. They didn't make any heavy purchases, so you might as well go in and see what you can do. Nothing to really save here on the side of Premier.
Definitely, if they can get one nice pick, maybe even 2, they would have some leverage to be able to win this round, especially with the Sova and the Omen. But Style is taken out by Big E Nose.
Yeah, and he's a left lonely man here. So I'm gonna see what he can do. And unfortunately, it was a flawless round, so nobody from the side of Phung and the boys went down. Must feel good. Up 4-1 now, and let's see where they decide to go this time.
You know, this is a good place for Phung and the boys to be. If they're 4-1ing on attacker side, that's definitely going to be something good that they can, you know, that they can leverage during their defending side. We'll see how this goes. Jack on B site. Probably going to peek that window. Cypher's there. We'll see what happens. Who's going to get that pick first? Cypher's got the camera out, watching B site. Doesn't see anybody. And he's going to rotate on over towards Garage. There it is. A couple of shots taken out. That Omen smoke is down. Here we go. Pulling out that concussion from the Breach. No hits yet. Jack is going to use that heal on himself. Get that health back. Definitely some shots being pushed out, but it's actually, it looks like Phung and the boys has lost one. Just trying to slow push. Just wait for that pick. And I feel like once we see a pick, I have a feeling that this team is going to push in real hard and real fast. Still nice and slow, waiting for the picks. And here it is. Ooh, Maui Snake is going to get that op. Pick, and there it is. The retaliation from Glon onto Jack with a nice headshot. Phung is onside, takes out Juke and Maui Snake at the same time, basically. Clears up that B site. And Style is going to take out Glon. And a pretty impressive display of aim there.
Off your feet!
Got the plant down before the ultimate hit. And there it is. With some nice cooperation between Style and the Breach, they're going to take out Phung and the boys for a number 2 for their second win.
Yeah, so this is 2v4 now. And the thing about this game is even when you're down, like, say, 6-1, 7-1, once you flip sides, it is a totally different game. It's a totally different mentality. You get a fresh start. And I never count a team down and out. You know, if you're down 5-6 rounds, that's nothing to really come back in this game. It takes a couple good rounds.
Definitely.
But you know, that was a much better played from Premier. Even though, I mean, mid was favored there, and sometimes that can be tricky, which is why I feel like they were always starting on A to try and feel things out like a slow push. But
Yep.
now they're trying out C.
Try not to see, and you can see that Premier is ready for it. And here comes the ultimate from Style. Not going to pick anyone this time, but definitely going to break up the teams a little bit. Get their positioning off. And look at this positioning from Juke.
Absolutely. You have to utilize these types of positions, especially as Omen or Jet or Raze, that, you know, somebody that can get you up to high ground where people aren't going to, you know, avert their eyes normally. And if not, you're not utilizing your map, definitely.
True.
All right, so it looks like we got a slow rotation over to A. He gave a shout out to the rest of his team backing up here. So the rest of the team making that rotation to A as well. And with only, you know, 35 seconds left, this is going to have to be a full commit. You run in, you see what you can do, get the picks.
Definitely. Nice gunplay there from Phung.
Yeah, utilizing those heights.
Ooh. Biggie Nug's going to take out Jack. Ejuk, this is just a back and forth. There's going to be a lot of people taken down in those couple of seconds.
The Hellfire going to come out here. Almost getting that Sage. Oh, and was able to get the Sage. Well, with the help of Ejuk as well. Falls down to Hell, taken out. 2v1 situation. Seems like Sova's always the last one left. Let's see what Styles can do. Fortunately, unable to win that back and forth.
Still good positioning by Style, moving in slow. Just was unable to handle the pincer move there.
Absolutely. Communication when it comes down to a 2v1, you never want to give them the 1v1 situation. You both have to coordinate, go out at the same time,
Yep.
get the pick.
Definitely, and we're seeing some econ
Yeah.
over on Premier side.
We have a full ultimates ready on the side of Phung and the boys. Everybody's ready.
That's going to be fun.
Off your feet!
And
here
here it comes. He's going to have to, you know, Omen's going to have to really back up here. They're going to push in, see, they can do it quick, heavy. They know they're not being watched from the Omen. Unfortunately, Phung taken out by Styles. Returned in the favor. This is an absolute back and forth brawl. Cypher using that ultimate. So even in this 2v1 situation, he at least has insight on where they are.
Wow, what a back and forth there. Oof. Definitely a good try there.
Yeah, it was a great try. So Premier will pull that out, and this is now a 3v5. So very close back and forth.
Definitely, you love to see it. Just like you were saying, you never count somebody out, even if they're down 5-1. Never count them out, because this game can turn around so fast. And once you start getting that econ from those wins, man, you can see some of those big guns coming out, and whoo, some sweet plays.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Oh, definitely. So looks
Safety's off.
like, I mean, everyone for the most part, we don't have a super hyper carry on either team. You know, sometimes you see where you'll have that super hyper carry just going out there, getting all the picks, getting all the the economy for his team. But in here, I mean, a lot of the players kind of hold their own. All right, so slow rotation over to A. Now you have two defenders there. Still no rotation from Styles yet. Still holding down C, sending out his drone.
Once again, there was a nice pincer move by Phung and the boys.
All right, so this is 3v5 situation. Styles making his way over from C. Some heals coming in. The spike has now been planted. And let's see what the three people on the Premier side can do. Still got some time.
Omen's going to send out that smoke on the far side. Probably try and juke him out a little bit.
Prepare for hell!
Oh, and the Hellfire will come out and force them out of that little corner.
Wow.
That was a very good Hellfire. It just pretty much said you're gonna have to run out. You do not have time anymore, and they will go save what they can.
Definitely.
So, beautifully played by Phung and the boys. It was a great rush down. They full committed on it. And Premier is doing something I haven't seen a lot of other teams do. They've been having two at B. And I've noticed a lot of other teams sometimes won't even put somebody at B. They'll have somebody hold garage 2A, maybe 2C. or garage and then C, leaving kind of B like open.
Right.
But I guess with the quick rotation that you can get from the middle ground is just it's just unique to see. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they've been really kind of hanging out in mid. They're trying to get that mid control early, especially when they move, when Phung and the boys have been moving A pretty consistently at the beginning here. This will be, I think, their 4th round in a row that they've been peaked by the Brimstone, I do believe, that's hanging out here with the Guardian. And Deimos is here. And look, there's that quick rotation. Omen's already on site. And it's going to take out
Phung.
Yep.
Unfortunately, unable to teleport fast enough to get out of the face of danger. All right, and we have, it looks like, full control over A site. Style's still making his way from B. Spike has been planted. So now there's 30 seconds on the board. Jack's going to be slowed out in heaven.
Ooh, and a big
Blind here.
flash there, yeah.
All right, and Jet was res, so this is a 5v2 situation. Pretty hard to come back from. Styles will get a pick, but they will lose that round, and it is now 7-3.
Man, it feels good when you get those picks from with a Bulldog. It feels real good.
Just powerful shots.
Yeah. Especially with those quick headshots. Looking good. Everyone's looking good, honestly. There's just definitely some things here and there where we can tighten up on the defense, but...
Yeah, but the economy is so good on Phung's side now. I mean, if you look at premieres, they're going to need this round in order to make any purchases next round.
Definitely. Definitely got to get those picks. I think each pick is like 200 bucks. And once again, pushing A again.
Oh, but this time, Breach will win that exchange, but it'll be 1-for-1. But this time it wasn't a full commit on A, so kind of looking mid to see if anybody rotates. Everyone not doing a full rotation just yet. Style still hovering C. Omen still hovering around B. Looks like they might back off and change their mind.
Yeah.
Blinding.
That was very interesting. You
No
saw
charges.
when Deimos got that nice pick with the Guardian, I do believe, right? The Guardian, yeah. And they knew that they could rush in, even though he got the pick. And once again, Ejuk's getting some picks with the Bulldog in mid there. But Phung and the boys knew that they can move in after he got that first pick with the Guardian and take him out real quick.
No more. My ult
But
is
Style, here with the Bulldog again, getting that cash.
All right, and this is the round that Premier desperately needed. Now they're going to have some econ under them, going to be able to buy, and now we'll see if any operators. No, I don't think anyone has enough for an operator just yet, unfortunately. So going to have to hold long, your long positions and get those headshots. But there are 3 ultimates ready on the side of Premier, which is really going to help, especially with Styles able to hold long C. Just going to shoot down there, hold them off long enough to where you're not going to walk down there.
Right, exactly. But Brimstone is going to look, it looks like he is going to peek C there. Jet, which is Phung, I do believe, is going to throw up that ult. He's going to start throwing some knives out, maybe, possibly. The knives are away.
Yeah, but this time there are 2 at A.
Flash out.
So they've rotated a little bit to where they can hold down A a little bit better. Brimstone is slow rolling C. So trying to get some intel here. Styles will make his way back, and we'll see if they meet head to head. And he is spotted out. And he knows he cannot move during that ultimate, so he's going to go over there and get that pick.
Oh, wow. That was a good move by Brimstone there, by Tillin.
Yeah, so now you have 2 rotating over to C, so that means A is going to be a little wide open. But they don't know that quite yet. And it will be a Brimstone battle, and they will win it. So down 3-5 now. 2-5, and it looks like Dirty Phung's off to a great start to secure site A again.
Definitely been really preferring that A site, which I think is the best push on this map for defender side. Personally, I think it's the easiest push because you got those two ways in. You got short and you got long, and you can pincer your way in.
No, absolutely.
All right, everyone's gonna slow push this.
All right, 1v4 situation here. Sage did make her way out. And we'll try to get some picks. And they will be 8-4 now. So this is going to be, that was the last round. So this is going to be the switch. So reset and econ and everything. Let's see how Premier does on attack. And we'll get that swapped over at the top. So it is 4-8 in favor of Phung and the boys. But like I said, every team plays differently.
Right. Right, we'll see what's going on here. See ghosts.
So they're doing the standard 2A, 1B, 1 garage, 1C. Now, like I said, that's typically what I've been seeing here. Only because, you know, A, if one goes down, you still have another one to rotate. C is just such a long hallway that can be peaked. You have ways to back out. But, you know, when you have somebody holding garage like that, you really cover the other side of C. So you only have that one hall.
Right.
It looks like they are favoring garage here.
Smoke's down.
There's definitely a lot of smokes on the field here. Got 2 brimstones, so that's a lot of wow. Look
Phenomenal
at that
pick
pick.
from Juke. I love the Ghost. The Ghost is such a clean kill.
Yeah, it is. It feels good when you get those headshots.
And it's smooth, not a ton of recoil, and the headshots actually count, unlike the pistol.
Right. Classic, man. Sometimes it gets you. It's a 2v4 here. Henreal's trying to get as much done as possible, but he's going to be hit by that. I can't remember the name of that ability at the moment.
Tremor?
Yeah, something like that?
Yeah, it's Tremor.
Yes.
All right, but don't count him out. Yeah, that is a nice triple from Henreal to clean that up. That is now a 1v1 situation here. Going to put a barrier on the other side to kind of keep herself. She spotted him out long. Not going to have a lot of time here. And this is going to go in the way of Premier's. But Henreal almost clutching that one out for his team. Phenomenal job there, getting that 3K. With the basic pistol. I mean, that's impressive.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Wow.
That's what we're here for, those plays.
Definitely. The only thing is kind of messed up with that putting that wall up. If you put it on top of the spike, it's going to immediately break that wall.
Yeah,
you're not going to be able to have it.
Yeah. So just kind of a little misplacement on the wall there. Probably need to cover that long side of him so he had more time to get that. But, you know, it's really hard. It's you know, in a stressful situation like that, you only have X amount of time. You're just trying to get the wall down, and sometimes that happens.
Right. It's true.
All right, so it looks like they're huddling around A, B, trying to get some intel.
Yep, definitely Brimstone. Is that the Brimstone? Or is that Sova on C-Long? There's a pick from Jack real quick. He's going to take out Henreal? Yes.
Yeah, taking out the Henreal. And they will back up slowly, though. No one else rotated yet on the side of Phung and the boys. Really holding their ground, making sure that things aren't going too crazy. There are 2 on A. Jet will rotate slowly back to B. But they're playing this very slowly.
Definitely very slow. They're really
Revealing area.
probably trying to get another pick in. Waiting for some of their abilities to come back, like that Sova arrow. That recon dart is so important, especially on this map. You can get some really interesting angles with those bounces. Get it like directly into the window. And get a spot real quick. Style looks like he's going to push up real hard on C.
Style's making some noise C while the rest of his team goes A, but he was very quickly taken out here. All right, and so we're going to have that heavy fast push on A while Breach was not there. And they're going to secure it, so this is going to be a little tough for them to move in.
Especially with those slows. Glon is slowed pretty hardcore there.
So we got some shorties on the side of Phung and the boys. Are going to have to get real nice and close for those shots to count.
Definitely. I mean, anything past 5 feet, you know, or 5 yards or whatever they do on this one. Woo!
It's a good attempt. So here's the 1v. Oh, nope. And Premier will take that round as well. So that was smooth and clean. They waited it out. They, you know, let Phung and the boys kind of get in their heads about where they might be. They pulled the person off of A, went in very quickly and secured that. That was very nice. Sometimes you have to play those mind games and play the clock.
They definitely were. You know, they were hanging out by window, garage, A short, just kind of huddled up there trying to get that intel like you were saying. And, man, they found the right moment and they pushed in and really took advantage of it. You can definitely tell that Premier is liking attacker side and Glan is going to take out Jack.
And that is the healer going down, so, and that you hate to see the healer go down first, but sometimes the person playing the healer is used to being the opener,
Right.
if they've ever played CS, and it's just it's unfortunately, you know, it's not a typical game where the healer hangs back, you know, waits to heal and tries to play safe. Sometimes
Right.
you find your healer out there to go in for those early picks.
It's true. It's true. And they don't have someone like Phoenix who can heal himself with like his wall or his molly. So this is going to be a slow push for Premier once again.
Yeah, and they're not getting too crazy, just trying to get some intel. Not going to let it get to them. So nice even spread from Phung and the boys to keep all the locations covered. So it looks like we're going to have a flash out in garage. Swift push. They hear the heavy footsteps. They're rotating to C.
Here comes Cypher to meet him.
Oh, and the nice traps here. Nice cage.
Out of charges.
And Omen's actually able to get into that backside. So let's see if he can get a pick on this Sage, who's not paying attention. And he was able to get 2 picks. That was a perfect rotation from Omen going through the window. This is now a 1v2 situation in favor of Premier.
They did a solid job, just like you said, with that rotation from Omen, able to get into the backside because he had three of them on Premier side in the front of C site, and then here comes Omen in the backside and just gonna take a couple people out. That was solid. Here we go. He knows where one of them is. There's the other one, and he loses the gunfight and the round.
And now we're at 8-7. So huge play from the Omen there to feel that out and go around the backside and just, wow, that was a great play. Really won them that round, honestly. I mean, that was just, that was perfect.
It's
Probably
true.
going to be watching that window side a little bit closer this time.
I think so.
All right, so spreading out, probably going to play it slow again. You know, Premier really does not do a rush-in. You know, Jack looking for that pick, long A, not being peeked this time. Kind of hanging their corners saying, hey, you know, maybe we should take a step back.
Yeah. I think Phung and the boys are definitely paying attention to the econ and Premier side. They probably know that they have an op, so they're going to slow push everything, I do believe. I do believe.
All right, so Styles creeping up long C, but Cypher does have the camera there to kind of spot him out. He was.
Wow. Henry's going to take out Maui Snake. Probably even be able to pick up that gun. He's going to slow push it, though, because he knows there's an op somewhere. He didn't see it on... there it is. You hear the shot and you get scared.
Yeah, Sage is watching that rotate from A to keep the rest of his team safe, but they don't have the spike on any one of them right now, just to kind of get some more of that intel, leaving the spike off. That way they don't have any fast rotates unnecessarily.
Wow.
Nice pick from Phung there on the jet with the shotty. Busting out the ult. Gonna get a little aggressive, float around here. Now 3v5 situation. They all will rotate over to C where no one was. So Patience does play off, and now they're gonna have to lay that spike and switch from offense to defense here.
There it is. There's the plant. That's an extra $300 for Premier.
Yeah, they got the sound cue. Flash will come through, see if any picks can come through. Oh, the operator does some work there with 2 picks. 3v2 situation, 3 picks. And this is now a 1v1 situation.
Wow.
Oh, gonna be a 2v1 situation.
It's definitely a smart move. He's going to get halfway through, so he's going to have that in his favor, and Phung is going to take him out. Is he going to be able to get the... He is. What a solid clutch from Phung and the boys. Wow. That res was prime.
Yeah, that was much needed. But, you know, shout out to Premier. That was beautifully played. Even though it was a 3v5 situation, the operator just pulled off a 3K for him, and it was looking real scary for Phung and the boys.
It was looking real scary, but that res came in clutch from Henriel, definitely.
And it looked like we had another operator on the side, but this time on the side of Phung and the boys here. So you're going to be able to hold those corners. Long C. Styles is going to have to be a little careful when he peeks this.
Wasn't able to get that headshot, so Glon was taken out. Nice and slow push from everywhere. Everyone's just kind of hanging out in their corners.
Yeah, still spread out, trying to win the 1v1s. If you can get a pick here and there, you can wait to move in. But now we are back down to a 3v4 this time. So they were able to trade one off.
Maui Snake is getting real close to their breach. They're like right next to each other.
Smoke's down.
Smoke goes down.
They're bros. And the res does come from the side of Premier. So this is a 4v4 situation now.
3v4 now in favor of Premier. It's that fast.
And a teleport from Omen, but he will easily get picked off there. Wasn't able to check all the corners. 3v2 situation.
Don't think he knew that someone was going to be there.
Hellfire does come out. And
Open up the sky.
And the other Hellfire comes out and says, "Hey, I'm not done with that yet." And was actually able to pick one off.
Wow.
Creeping up long A, may actually get another pick here. So Funk's gonna have to chase this one down if he wants time to defuse. And unable to pull that out, Premier will clutch that out.
What a solid clutch from Premier.
That was a great Hellfire, able to get a pick and just slow roll up long A and pick off that Cypher as well. And played time. You know, you play patiently. You wait for those sound cues. And this is why Brimstone, you know, that S tier champion just comes in clutch. You know, you got your smokes, you got your Hellfire, you can hold down a point pretty well, and you know, just great util.
Definitely, he heard that spike being diffused and just launched in his Hellfire, got that pick, which was beautiful. Flash goes in.
So the spike carrier is down now. So now Phung and the boys have intel. They have their location. They're gonna make their rotates, and that, you know, he may not have realized that he had the spike on him when he walked in that garage.
Huge hop from Jack there onto Henriel. Hoping to get the pick, using all their abilities they can. But once again, Phung's going to be hanging out in that corner with the shorty.
Oh, and the trades do come through. 3v3 situation here. Smokes come down.
Lots of patience from both sides.
Absolutely. So it looks like they are trying to work it in from C side as well, which is smart. You can't all go through a garage. You're going to have to find your ways around, see if you can win a 1v1 and go from the backside. Cypher playing very patiently back there, waiting for them to come in. And able to get that pick.
Wow.
3v2 situation here. Breach did use his ultimate. All right, and it's coming down to 12 seconds. They grabbed the spike somehow, though. They let them get into the garage, grab the spike, and now they're going to go plant over at A. This is a crazy turn of events. I didn't even realize that they grabbed that spike.
Yeah, either. They definitely used, you know, their distractions to their advantage.
Oh, absolutely. So shout out to Sage over there for being a ninja.
Definitely.
This is why the mini map is so important.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, look at that op pick. This is not going to be an easy feat here. Premier showing why they are here. All right, the 1v1 situation here. Let's see what Breach can do.
He's going to have to move in real quick. I don't know if he's even
There's
going to be able to make it.
not enough time, and Premier clutching it out. That was beautifully played. They had the spike in garage, but they took their eyes off him for a second. It was snatched up from under their feet and planted over at A. That was insane.
Wow. Man, you really got to watch out for Jack, especially when he picks up that op.
Yeah.
He's getting some picks with that. Woo.
Absolutely. All right. Let's see what the economy is looking like. Economy is pretty healthy on both sides. A little better on the side of Premier, though.
Definitely. Once again, Jack's got that op. Probably going to try and get a pick. He's been really patient with that op and really getting some big picks in. No real trades there.
Yeah, Sage was able to heal themselves back up after that exchange. So playing patiently, left the spike in the middle, trying to win their 1v1s before they can come in.
Nice and slow again. Keeping the spike in the backside. Not going to allow Phung and the boys to know exactly where that spike is.
All right, spike is now picked up. Still evenly spread out, watching all their corners. Phung and the boys not peeking because, you know, this is 9-9 now. They know what the economy looks like, and they know Jack is really good with an op.
They've learned their lesson 3 times in a row.
No, absolutely. So just playing it nice and slow. You can see they're making their way over to A. Styles able to get a pick over at C. And as you see, they're rotating from A to C. Big mistake. The rest of the group is waiting there, and this is going to be another sneaky plant on A. So Styles did his job, played the patsy here, drew everyone's attention away from A, and now it's been planted. Now it's a 3v4 situation. You're playing attacker, and the roles have been swapped. So beautifully played by Premier.
Definitely. That's been kind of their play. Their Sova's been hanging out C long, slowly pushing up, making some noise, and then there's a huge rotation from the Premier side. So it looks like Premier is really favoring this attacker side on Haven.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, A is really good to kind of punch in and, you know, assert your dominance, I guess, because you have 2 ways in. You have ways to block off Heaven, with whether it be smokes or walls or anything like that. But this is why the mind games come in. You had one person go to C, and it pulled everyone, even from A.
Right.
And sometimes you just have to wait that out. Maybe you rotate the person from garage over there.
Right.
And then maybe the person from B. Maybe one person from A. But doing a full rotate on only the appearance of one person will lose you a match.
Right. As you can definitely see from that one. So now it is 9-10 on the favor of Premier. What a turnaround.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's been kind of close through this whole game, and it takes a round of a 3K, you know, to really change it. So Styles doing what he does best, going long C, trying to draw some attention here, but they said, all right, well, maybe we'll learn our lesson again. All right, and that was a nice pick from Cypher onto the Sage there. Long C sending in the drone. So they have the spike on them. Looks like they're going to go play garage.
Definitely.
Cypher camera is there. It is taken out. Cypher will go peek his head here. He's going to have to be a little bit careful. Going to be blinded here in a second.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like he avoided the blind. He's going to move out of his way. Ooh, he saw it right at the right time. He's got vision on somebody. He's going to slowly move in. Wow.
All right, so now that they have spotted the spike out, they will move from A over to C. And they were able to get those picks on Phung and the boys. That's going to have to be careful. Oh, but he was caught out using an ability. You hate to see it. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
That is the bane of my existence in this game.
So 3v3 situation. He does have Hellfire available, but he will go down to an op. And Phung and the boys will move in, but there are two waiting long C here. And Jet taken out through the smoke. Very unfortunate for Phung and the boys. Now a 1v1 situation here. The battle of the breaches, but he is left out. You know, this is a long site. He's gonna play time, and that was beautifully played by Premier once again.
Wow. He knew he was going to fake it, but honestly, just for the win, he sacrificed that headshot or that op shot to get a headshot with the Guardian. What a beautiful play. And a beautiful aiming, too.
No, absolutely. This is a, wow. This is a crazy turn of events. We now have 3 ultimates ready on the side of Premier here, and one of them is Rez. Deimos is one away from getting his as well, so you got some really good ultimates on the side of Premier and some really great economy. Jack back on the op.
Yeah, you could definitely, you saw he was going to save that up after he caught that Guardian.
All right, Styles busts out his ultimate, seeing if he can get a pick down long C.
Look how close they are. The Maui and the Breach. The Maui. Maui, Snake, and Breach are really close to each other. This is going to be whoever decides to move first.
Yeah, whoever gets impatient first.
And it looks like it's Maui, but he's going to take out Glon. Wow.
And now Breach is in short A, rotating off of it, not seeing the rest of them, but he was able to kill the Spike carrier. So he has eyes on Spike now. And you're going to see Cypher rotate out through B. Spike was picked up and unable to pull that out, so this is a 2v4 situation. It's going to be very hairy for Phung and the boys to really pull this out. So Cypher coming down the backside. He has an op of his own. And if he's not careful, he's going to be picked off by Jack.
That is the battle of the ops there. Phung going to take out Maui Snake.
He was taken out by the Jack. Unfortunately, he did not look long.
2v1.
Oh, unfortunately. I mean, it was the correct move. As far as going up against the operator, you want to move as quick and as fast as you can.
But the aim is impeccable coming out of Jack with 22 and 14. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is match point for Premier. Phung and the boys are going to have to figure it out as far as their rotations and who is where, and they're going to have to start winning these 1v1s that they're putting into because Premier is spreading out. I mean, that last one they kind of grouped up a little bit around A, but they're sending out 1v1 matchups, and it's down to your players to really win those to clutch it out for the rest of the team.
And it looks like they've been putting a lot of faith into their players, but they've honestly been paying off. So this is going to be very interesting because Phung and the boys are going to have to win 4 rounds in a row, which isn't impossible.
No, it's not. And a full turnaround is very probable here. And Phung and the boys.
Cypher's going to hear both of them moving around, making a lot of noise.
Absolutely.
But they know where he is.
And he's going to lay down that trap to try and get himself out safely here. Sage will rotate around. There are 3 on the bottom of C here, and this is the first time they've actually really grouped up. Hellfire will come out. 2 are taken down. They're going to have to, well, I was going to say back off, but it looks like, okay, they are backing off. And it will get walled off, so going to have to find another route. They're going to hear that the wall's being taken down while the rest of the team rotates.
Wow.
So they're going to do a full rotation over to A. There are still 3 at C, so Breach is going to have to hold this down and hopefully get a pick himself.
Revealing area.
Definitely, and they're moving in fast, too.
Oh, you have to.
There it is. 1 pick from Glon. He almost got his second one. He's taken out.
He's down to 39. The Breach ultimate will come out, but it'll miss everyone. Phung and the boys gonna have to move in quick. This is a 4v2 situation, but they do not have the luxury to lose this. All right, and
Wow.
they will pull this through. This will go 12-10. They'll pick up that operator, refresh that economy, and now I'm excited for this next one here.
Definitely. That was
So-
a really hard push.
Only stigma, right now, this is group stage. So there's 4 teams in a group. They'll do a round robin, and the best team from each group will make it into the 32-man single elim.
That's gonna be it's gonna go down quick.
Oh yeah, these happen so fast.
Yeah. Especially when you get those single limbs out there. You know, these teams are gonna be fighting real hard for those wins. That's for sure.
That's why it's first to 13. You got plenty of chances to pull it around, to figure it out, and learn from your mistakes.
Revealing area.
There he goes.
So very slow roll into this one here. Premier wants to play time
Deploying
again and
drone.
see if they can play some more mind games. Making sure Cypher's not there this time. Gonna spot out the Sage. I don't think he spotted out the Cypher though.
Cypher's been there pretty consistently, so he's gonna think that he's there, but it looks like Cypher's gonna be hanging out by doors, gonna watch that area, especially when he's got that camera in garage.
Yeah, Styles is trying to make a lot of noise, see. Just kind of wasting time, throwing out abilities, breaking down walls, but
Revealing area.
nobody's moved from Phung yet. They know it's only Styles so far. They haven't spotted anybody else yet. Omen's gonna throw some stuff out B.
Once again, a nice slow push. That camera's there.
All right, and they will make a move in on Garage here. And that'll be the cue to rotate over. We have one rotation from A going over to B. They're down to 13 seconds, though, so now the full rotation's going to come on over. They're going to have to commit to C-side.
I know exactly
The
where.
full commit is going out. Trying to set up. There it is. A pick from Maui Snake, but Biggie knows is going to take out Juke. Deimos, Maui Snake, pulling 2 more picks for the Premier side. Is this going to be a win for Premier against Phung and the boys?
Gonna have to see. They got a little bit of time to play with, but they're going to have to make it fast.
I honestly can't believe that they got that spike down right before the time ran out. There it is.
Oh, and Phung was able to get in and get a pick. So 2v1 situation here. Oh, and Premier will take it 13-10 over Phung and the boys.
Wow.
But again, this is group stage. They do